moving to southern Nigeria to take refuge in our forests, Ondo Governor Akeredolu. The Ondo State Governor, Mr. Akeredolu, has disclosed that terrorists are relocating southward to take refuge in the forests. Akeredolu asserted that the only way to end insurgency in Nigeria is to have state police in the country. He contended that a regional security scheme will ensure the security of lives and property because the Nigeria police force is overstretched, understaffed, and lacks the capacity to adequately secure the people. He said this in his office on Thursday while hosting the new Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 17, Yunus Akira. He said, "We do not run away from the fact that the police force is overstretched. The same thing, we do not run away from the fact that a single police command in Abuja will not be adequate to police the large populace of this country. This has led to our demands for state police. We can complement each other. I've had senior police officers who agree on state policing. Maybe they can't say it in public. Go to Ekiti, and even here in Ondo State. Most of the police stations have no vehicle. Look at the unfortunate incident that happened in Owo. Police said they had no vehicle to pursue the perpetrators. Let us all sit down and agree that we should have a system that will create division of labor. We can have the federal police and then the state police. You can face a major task like intelligence gathering and pass it to the state police to work on. What is happening, if not lack of intelligence people, will not go into Kuje and attack the place in Abuja. We need your cooperation too in this our cry for dual police system, that we can work together. People are moving down south to take refuge in our forests. You don't have the men and officers to secure the country. Police is understaffed. We appreciate your limitations in terms of men, ammunition, and so on. So state policing, whatever solution works, again, they don't have to come up with it and see how effective it is in the long run. Again, with the Nigerian, actually, let me go search the price, say wrong facts, but from what I heard last, okay, Nigeria is over 200 million people, and let me search total number of security forces or personnel in Nigeria. I think it's about 400,000 people, 400,000 policemen. Oh wow. Nigeria, what's the total number of Nigerian armed forces? Let me get 200 I said 400. 223,000. That is not right. You cannot have a country with a population of over 200 million and you're saying only 223,000 are trained professionals. And again, we're not just talking about police only, like when it comes to like just civilian, and we're talking in that number. So we also have the army. Wow. Okay, no, that is the army, but security officers in general. Okay, yeah, I got it right. Yeah, so security officers in general is 450,000 people, which is I don't think it makes it any better. But the point is, Peter Obi was mentioning it. We should have at least 1 million security officers. It is very inadequate. This is a problem, and I think until we recruit more and make it a thing of pride and actually train and invest in proper arms, we're on our own. And again, you have the government in the north, telling people to also defend itself and purchase guns. And then you also have pastors, David Biomi, saying the same thing. And it's like, even the state was willing, in the northern states, the governors, they themselves, they were willing to supply arms and weapons to their citizens, which is a major red flag, because again, you're shifting your responsibility to the people. They need to sort it out. They need to sort it out. Right now, they're the ones in power. So I know they may be preparing for elections, and elections are literally the only thing that they put their heart and mind to. But it's a real problem. And I think it's embarrassing that, looking at such numbers, then it makes sense why in certain regions and ethnicities of the country, apart from just vigilante groups, there's the security networks, like the ESN and Amotekun. That is very sad, and I'm sure there's another one, you know, um, in the north, apart from the religious police force. But it's still a very big red flag, and that needs to change. They need to recruit more people. The way the police are being treated is absolutely horrible. It's not that they cannot pay these people, not that they cannot invest in proper arms and proper training. No, they can. And I don't doubt that people are also interested in joining Nigeria's security force. The government itself just has to promote it and make sure that their welfare. If you're a public servant, if you're working in hospitals, it is totally normal and okay for you to have benefits. If they want to buy a house, see, there should be systems in place, right? You know, where every first of all, as a citizen, you have your rights in your country, and you're treated, you're safe, you can find jobs, your health is good, education fantastic. And then if you're helping the state, for example, if you're helping the state supply health, supply education, and safety, you should have benefits. For example, obviously your pension is different, but like if you wanted to buy a house and you wanted to take a loan, it should be cheaper for you. If you want to go to school, or if you want to apply for certain loans, economically, housing, and you should have such benefits. And I know, like in the UK, with doctors, and if they want to go for a mortgage, because they're doctors, the interest, as well as the overall pricing, there's accommodation, for them as well. So yeah, we need to promote and have incentives that, what, there is worth in you protecting, your country, that, as you protect your country, we will protect your own family, because it's a big sacrifice. And so it does make sense. But state policing, fine, but then with what numbers? Yeah, yeah. And that is where the problem lies. And then we have the herdsmen crisis. Again, yes, we look to the government every single time, but then even thinking about it, it's like, how do they even divide an understaffed sector to then deal with Boko Haram, to deal with herdsmen, and to do with normal crime? It is a lot, you know. And I think it makes sense as to why we don't get the results that we want. So it all goes back to, us investing properly in welfare of security officers, and also in the arms that they use, because there is no point investing for your people to get guns and you're not investing in your police force to get better guns. Doesn't make sense. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.